This is Christy with Creations by Christy, and today I'm going to show you how I made these little roses here on my tag. I'm working on the tags for the 12 tags of Christmas that Tim Holtz does each year, and this is my first year actually doing the tags, and so I'm trying to play catch up and do all the past tags, which is quite a challenge for me, but I'm all over it. So I have made these tags. Made the roses. I just love them. And I used the alterations. I used his tattered floral die. And I used this one down here, which is right here. I don't know if you can see. And actually it's like right there. And I've also used this larger one to do it. And actually here, I'll grab that flower so you can see. Here's that flower. And this one actually, when I did it, I embossed all the petals before I shaped it. And as you can see, it just turned out gorgeous. I love it. So here's the size difference between the two. And just love how it turned out. So this is a great die to have. This is like one of my favorites. And what I do with this hasn't affected any of my cutting whatsoever. My label that comes with it, I just cut off the picture and just glue it onto the top, and I run a brayer over the top, to make sure that the glue is all flat and it's not going to leave any bumps or anything. And that way I have a nice reference as to which die it is, because when you're flipping through all your dies and trying to find the right one, when they all look the same and you only have the name and you're flipping around trying to find the name, it's really nice to have the picture. So, little tip there. So let's get started. So you're supposed to cut out 3 of the little flowers. So did that, and to save some time I already sprayed 3 more. But what you do is you take the 3 flowers. This is obviously my little spray area. I take one of those 12 by 12 holders that you hold paper and stuff in, and I'm going to choose some mist here that I made. I'm going to do green, pink, and let's go gold. So, and what you would do is you spray it on each. Make sure you shake it up real good. I think this is the one I used. I think it's probably almost empty. Good. And then you use your heat gun, well, I use my heat gun, to set it in. Now, Tim leaves his plain on the other side, on the back, but I like mine colored on both sides. So what I actually do is, you don't want to lose all that beautiful color. So I just kind of soak up some on the back. Like that. And then I just take my paper towel and kind of dab up some of the extra so it doesn't take so long. But I'm not going to take the time to dry all those because I have some over here already ready. Okay. So here they are. So the first one, and there's lots of videos out there that do these, but I thought I'd make my own just in case you missed all those other ones. You cut out 1 petal. On another one, you're going to cut out 2 petals. Okay? And then the third one, you're going to just cut to the middle. Okay? Now comes your glossy accents. Make sure I have a needle standing by. because of course my glossy accents is always clogged. And you're going to overlap one petal. So you're going to put some glossy accents, just a little bit, and overlap it. And then you're going to hold it with a paper clip to dry. That way you're not standing there holding it. This one I didn't cut exactly perfect, but nature's not perfect, so that's fine. Nor am I perfect, so. Okay. So glue that one down. A little paper clip on it. And then this one. A little paper clip. Okay, so now you have your one that now looks like it's got 4 petals. Used to have 5. You've got your one that has 5 petals. Used to have 6. And your one that has 3 petals and used to have 4 because you overlapped each one. Okay, so now we'll start with this one. This one is going to be the very center of the flower, so you're going to roll both sides in. It's going to make the very center like that. And I didn't worry about it too much at this point because once you get it in there is kind of when I really played with it. And you're going to cut the end off. Okay, this one, you're going to roll one side back. Let's call it the left side. Okay, okay, here. Now I'm by you. Whoops, but I'm out of camera. Okay. So roll the left side back, just kind of like curl it with your fingers. And then this side, curl in. And then kind of curve it down. I don't know. I just played around with it till it kind of looked like the center of a flower. And when I was happy with it, just kind of like glued it to itself. And that one you might want to hold on to. And I placed, here, stick a little glue in there. Since you're holding it anyways, you might as well get that center in. Right? Make sure that puppy stays and fits. And looks good. Okay, now I want it to face this way. So yeah, see, this is the fussy part, but I kind of figure, is anybody going to really stare at the middle of your flower? They're probably just going to take the whole thing in and think you're a genius. But we all know Tim Holtz is the genius. Erg! Okay, good enough. Looks good to me. Okay, I'm going to grab a little clampy over here, because I'm taking too long for this one. I think she needs a little bit more glue. Okay, so now you can see how I really work. See, now I'm getting frustrated. It's taking too long, so I'm going to take a little clip, and that looks like a pretty darn good center of a flower, and I'll roll it later. And so I stuck a clip on it so it can dry, and she can just stay right there. Right there. Okay, so these should be dry right now, because that's what I love about glossy accents, is it dries pretty quick. Okay, so now the five petal flower, you roll each one back. You just give it a nice curl. You can roll this over a paintbrush if you want, or I just kind of use my fingers. Let's see if rolling it on something makes a difference. Not really. Okay, no, I like my fingers. Okay. So now you have your first layer, and you take your second layer, and you're going to cut off the little end of your flower. So you have a little hole. You can see the little hole on the bottom. Okay, and these you're going to roll too. That one that's a double layer, where you overlapped it, that one's a little tough to roll, but it'll roll. Just give it a little gusto. Okay, get that one rolled. And then your top one, tap a little off the bottom of there. Roll these. Okay, now this should be dry, which it is. I'm gonna cut off the bottom. Oop, maybe it's not. Of that. Oh well, good enough. We'll stick this back on until we're ready. Okay, so now you're gonna take your bottom of your flower, and you're gonna put some glossy accents. You can use a glue gun for this if you want. And you're going to place your next layer with the 4 petals on top of the 5. As long as you can count a little bit, you're good with this one. And then you place your 3 petal one. Okay, let's see, I want it to go that way. And then you're going to place your little bud in the center. Almost out of... Should have find out their stack in Ranger, how much stuff I go through. And then there you go. See, now I fold that back, and oh, what a gorgeous flower. And there is the flower. And how gorgeous is that? Okay, so that is it, and it is looks just like these here, and here's that real large flower made from the larger one. And I hope this helped you understand a little bit better how to create those beautiful little roses out of the 6 petal flower.